From a sunrise service in Larchmont, New York, streamed online, to the front lines at Memorial Hospital in Broward County, Florida, at Pastor Joel Osteen's megachurch with his choir, digitally united, to small churches and the most ornate cathedrals in our nation. Easter, the most holy day on the Christian calendar, celebrated today around the world in most cases, to empty pews. The congregations instead connected like never before. The Pope, who is usually before crowds of tens of thousands in St. Peter's Square, instead delivered his message over the internet to the world's 1.2 billion Catholics. NBC's Matt Bradley.
It might be the first time in history that St. Peter's Square is empty on Easter. But Pope Francis sees some optimism here. He's hoping to see a contagion of hope, a pandemic of prayer.
In Washington at the National Cathedral, ordained church leaders today taking measured steps, 6 feet apart. From drive-in services to rooftops in Rome, Christians reminded this Easter to believe in a higher power.
I don't think it's ever a question of what God is doing to us. I think it's more a question of how are we responding to what's happening.
But today in central Louisiana and Orlando, some churches defied health officials' warnings with in-person services. This pandemic changing so much, including the traditional Easter Sunday family supper. In Atlanta, the Southern Bistro restaurant adding a roll of toilet paper with some lamb dinners to go.
I lost us. Hi.
But as Americans adjust to how we gather,
Happy Easter.
There are moments of much-needed comic relief.
Unmute yourself.
Hello. An Easter unlike any other. Kerry Sanders, NBC News.